So today's going to be your first activity to get involved in. Now, a couple of things I want to talk about in this video. The first one is, if you haven't gone into the group and said hello to the group and done your introductions, please do so. A couple of reasons really. It's not just about introducing yourself and letting us know a little bit about you. It is about you committing to promises that you're making yourself and making sure you show up for yourself every single day for the next 28, 29 days. So whilst it's lovely that you come in and you say hello and you share a little bit about you so we can all start to connect with one another, because connection with wider audience is a really important emotional need and one that often gets overlooked these days. We have incredibly busy lives and a lot of our lives are spent doing all the task orientated stuff like working, shopping, cleaning, all of that stuff. And because of the internet, and this little group is a beautiful example of how bringing people together online is so easy, but it does mean that we're missing out on some really vital connections to the wider audience. So I totally get it that, you might want to hide in the group and lurk, and that is absolutely fine. There's no pressure. But if you can start showing up for yourselves every single day and committing to commenting on the posts every single day, that is going to build your self-worth and your confidence in ways you couldn't imagine. That's the first thing I want to talk about. The second thing is, this 28-day challenge is not about making sweeping changes. All too often we get locked in this all or nothing approach, especially when it comes to our eating and dieting. This 28 days is not about dieting. It is about starting to teach you the skills to be able to build on being more present and more aware around your eating. Eating is something we do on autopilot, and by building on every day you're going to be given something to focus on, and I said in the welcome message, it's like little building blocks, and I want you to build as we go through the next 28 days. So each day when I put the activity in, if you're thinking, what's this going to do? Just bear with me, because by the time you get to day 7, day 8, day 9, you're going to be starting to build a really nice practice around your awareness around your eating. So what we're going to do, today's activity, really simple one. Okay, all I want you to do today is I want you to choose one meal that you have every single day that you are going to focus on. So again, we are practicing the skills of not overwhelming ourselves from the start. So all I want you to do today is have a think about which meal of the day do you have regularly. If you're not a breakfast eater, that's probably not the best meal to choose. If you are somebody who tends to have lunch at around the same time every day, that might be a good one. But if it's the evening meal, that's absolutely fine. Also bear in mind who is around you at times that you eat, because you are going to be invited to do some different things around your eating. And if you're conscious, if you feel like you're going to get laughed at or teased by the family, maybe choose a meal that you have on your own to start with. So just start to think about that. Remember, it's about setting yourself up to win from the start. So today's activity is for you to just sit down and think about one meal that you have every day that is consistent in your life, that you can choose to do the work that we're going to be doing over the next week or so. And the whole purpose of this course, this 28-day program, is to start practicing and to start build your confidence and start to get some new habits in place. And if we start with one meal a day, then when you're doing that regularly, you can start then introducing those strategies on another meal, and then on another meal, and then on your snacking. And in my experience, once we start making these small consistent changes on one area of focus, what happens is it starts to bleed out into other areas of our life. So that's your action for today. I want you to really simple, I just want you to choose one meal that you have consistently every day, bearing in mind who's around you at the time and how that might influence you. So if you choose dinner and you do have family sat with you, there may be a little conversation that you want to have with those people, just to say that you're taking part in this 28-day mindful eating focus and that you're going to be practicing doing some things differently. Who knows, they may even join you and do it with you. So that is it for today. Really simple, but a really important one. Okay, so we're avoiding all of this all or nothing. We're not going to be focusing on all of your eating straight away. Choose one meal that you're then going to start applying the strategies that I'm going to be giving you over the next 28 days. Now, this week on the focus is all about your senses. So we're going to be really taking a look at your senses when it comes to eating, because all too often we eat on autopilot and we don't ever give consideration to our senses. So in the comments below, let me know which meal you've chosen that you're going to be shining a light on. And that is it for today. See you all tomorrow.